السلام عليكم. محاضرتي اليوم بعنوان الماينر لوسز، إعداد الدكتورة أنسام عادل محمد، جامعة النهرين، كلية الهندسة، قسم الهندسة الميكانيكية. الماينر losses occur in the following circumstances. أول شيء لازم إحنا نعرف الماينر losses من يجينا، اللي هي الخسائر الفرعية. يجي عن طريق exit from a pipe into a tank، ويجي عن طريق enter to the pipe from a tank. Another type is sudden enlargement in a pipe and sudden contraction in a pipe and bends in a pipe and any other sources of the obstruction such as a pipe fitting and valves. هذا الشكل يوضح لي شنو نوع من أنواع الخسائر الفرعية. عندنا إحنا التانكي رقم 1، التانكي رقم 2. انقلت معناته منطقة الدخول إلى البايب، وهاي تعتبر واحدة من نقاط الخسائر الفرعية. عندي السدن اكسبانشن، وعندي السدن enlargement، وأيضا عندي الالبوز، وهنا بهذا الشكل راح نلاحظ إحنا عندنا 2 elbows، وعندنا valve، وعندنا exit from the pipe اللي هو المخرج من البايب اللي داخل التانكي رقم 2. هاي كلها أنواع من أنواع الخسائر الفرعية اللي إحنا لازم نحسبها بحذر ونضيفها إلى معادلة الانرجي equation. In general, minor losses are neglected when the pipe friction is large in comparison between for the short pipe system with bends. Fitting and changing in section, the minor losses are the dominated factor. So, in general, the minor losses are expressed as a friction of the kinetic head or dynamic pressure in the smaller pipe. Now, the minor losses head losses equal K U square divided by 2G, and the minor pressure losses equal half K rho U square. اللي هاي القوانين اللي احنا نضيفها المعادلة الانرجي ايكويشن، نحسب من عندها الخسائر الفرعية لكل تكنيشن او لكل سيستم احنا نتخذه. Value of K can be derived for standard cases, but for item like elbow and valve in a pipeline, it is determined by experimental method. The minor losses can also be expressed in terms of the fluid resistance R capital as follow. راح نلاحظ شلون نطلعها بالمعادلات المدرجة عندنا. That means H sub L equal K U square divided by 2 equal K Q square divided by 2 A square. احنا هنا حولنا اليو إلى معادلة discharge equal K 8Q square divided by pi square D أس 4 equal RQ to power 2. Hence, R equal 8K divided by pi square D to the power 4. Now, P sub L equal K 8 rho G Q square divided by pi square D to the power 4 equal RQ square. Hence, R equal 8Q rho G divided by pi square D to the power 4. Before you go on the looking at the derivation, you must first learn about the coefficient of the construction and the velocity. Now, coefficient of the contraction. لازم احنا نعرف شلون نطلع ال C sub C. The fluid approaches the enters from the direction and the radial velocity causes the jet to contract just inside the pipe. The jet then spreads out to the full the pipe. The point where the jet is smallest is called the vena contracta اللي احنا هسه راح نلاحظه بهذا الشكل. And the coefficient of the contraction C sub C is defined as C sub C equal A to G divided by A to O, where A to G is the cross-sectional area of the jet, and A to O is the cross-sectional area of the pipe. For a round pipe, this is become C sub C equal DG square divided by DO square. وهذا احنا هسه من هذا القانون راح نقدر نحسب السي sub C. نجي لازم نعرف شلون نحسب السي sub V اللي هو coefficient of the velocity. The coefficient of the velocity is defined as C sub V equal actual velocity divided by theoretical velocity. In this instance, it refers to the velocity at the vena contracta, but as we will see later on, the applied to the another station also. Exit from a pipe into a tank. The liquid emerged from a pipe and collides with the stationary liquid, causing it to swirl about before finally coming to rest. As the kinetic energy is dissipated by the friction, it follows that all the kinetic head is lost, so K equal 1. هنا احنا راح يطلع القانون مالتنا لما يطلب من عندي انه احط الكي بالمعادله اللي هي coefficient of the losses احطها 1 وهذا ستاندرد. Enter to a pipe from a tank, the value of the K varies from 0.78 to the 0.04 depending on the shape of the inlet. A good rounded inlet has a low value but the case shown in the worst. إذا أنا هسه راح أخذه ما بين 0.78 to 0.04. Sudden contraction. This is smaller to the enter to a pipe from a tank. The best case gives K equals 0 and the worst case is for a sharp worm which gives K equal 0.5. Bends and fittings. The K value for bends depends upon the radius of the bend and the diameter of the pipe. The K value for the bend and the other cases is on various data sheets. For fittings, the manufacturing usually gives the K value. Now, often instead of K value, the losses is expressed as an equivalent length of straight pipe that is for the added to the L in the Darcy formula. Thank you very much وشكرا لإصغائكم.